Hi, so we're here today at the American Kenyan, 15 times world champion, I think, 5 times Olympian, and has come to Barcelona to join us for a 5-kilometer run. I think we're all going to get completely trounced. But so why are you here, Bernard? What's brought you to Barcelona?
Thank you, Anita. I'm here because of the movement that has been created by so many people that have come before me, and now getting that invitation, an introduction to World Stroke Organization by Dr. Mehari Gebreyohanns. That is why I'm here, and it has been important. It's been really, I've learned a lot so far, even just talking to him before we came here, and then now we're here and I'm seeing live what really stroke prevention and methodologies that have been happening to prevent it, to treat it, and to beat it. So this is amazing opportunity for me to be here, to learn as a sports ambassador. It is amazing to be here and then just basically to to learn a lot and to use my sport as a way to create that awareness in prevention of stroke.
So, just thinking about that, how can we leverage sport? What does sport bring to the table in terms of building stroke awareness, Deirdre? You're the chair of the WSO Campaign Committee. So what?
So I think for sport, it's really everybody is linked to it in some way. All ages, all across the world, maybe different sports in different parts of the world, but everybody talks about it, everybody watches it. You know, our sporting heroes are the people we look up to, that we listen to. So I think it's really a great way to raise awareness. And it also has a message with stroke, because exercise and physical activity is important for stroke prevention. We know that physical activity and sport is very important in the recovery process for stroke survivors as well. So it's an amazing link to link sports with awareness. And we've seen how this has been an impact. And Bernard, thank you very much for helping us with these efforts.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, if we can talk a little bit more about the connection between Barcelona and the work that you're doing, Mehari, in Africa, and how you two connected, that would be fantastic to hear a little about that.
Yeah, the two of us connected at a mutual family gathering, and it was very easy for me to start the conversation with Bernard, and I, being a very passionate advocate for stroke, just the conversation quickly went to the work that I do globally and in Africa. And I asked him if he would be interested in being an ambassador, and he readily accepted. As you see, he's a very, very kind and pleasant gentleman, and he accepted my request. But the connection between Barcelona and Africa is a connection between World Stroke Organization, Europe, and in the developed world in Africa. So as you know, there have been, through the work of World Stroke Organization and many of our colleagues here, there has been many advances done to beat stroke. It used to be such a deadly disease, and because of all the work that was done, now stroke is not as deadly as it used to be, and so much progress has been made. But the same cannot be said for Africa. And it's still a scourge. The burden is huge. It affects people at a much younger age, and you can say just like it's really a very high burden and a terrible problem with there. So now it is to bring the attention of the World Stroke Congress, the biggest stage in the world, now to focus its energy and to pass its effort to look into Africa, which is a large continent, which is filled by many young people. So it's just like, actually, if I want to use the sport metaphor, handing the baton from all the work that's been done in Europe, United States, and the West to Africa. So that's the goal. And to go a little further, I know tomorrow we're going to have this stroke run at 8 a.m.
6:30.
Six,
You're going to oversleep, Mehari.
6:30. Okay, 6:30. But then that spirit will continue through the month of October, which is a stroke month, stroke awareness month, and that will take us all the way to Kenya, to Nairobi, where we will have a stroke run on November 2 at 8 a.m., which starts at Uhuru Park in Kenya. But then we have like the conference from November 3 to November 5. So, and Bernard also will be there to not only run on the run, but also to join some of the people who are advocates for stroke to lobby and to advocate for stroke awareness and resources to policymakers at the conference.
Amazing. So really fantastic. And again, thank you so much for joining us and helping to shine this light, Bernard. This is really important. And I can't think of a better person to help us share the message that when it comes to stroke, we need to be fast. So thank you so much for being part of this initiative. And we really hope that you're just the first in a series of stroke sports ambassadors that we can bring on board and help to really engage with communities around the world and really leverage that emotional connection that stroke brings us to drive awareness and action. So thank you. And thank you, Mehari, for bringing this connection to World Stroke Congress.
Thank you very much, Anita.
Yeah, you're welcome. In the United States, we say fast for stroke. In Swahili, they say
Upesi.
upesi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.